Laura nominated for Best Actress. It's great, the differences, isn't it?
Yeah, I was talking to Bill Kramer from the Oscars the other day from Ampas, and we were celebrating the differences, actually. We really were. And some films just have a kind of quiet presence in the States, where they're much bigger here. I mean, Saltburn is a fantastically British film, I have to say. That's not to say it doesn't succeed elsewhere. But no, I think Vive la Différence, it's good. It's good for film.
And we're expecting a lot of the stars from stateside to have flown over. Do you know who's officially on the list?
Oh, we saw a lot of them last night at the nominations party. So, yeah.
Did any of them have hangovers?
Most of them, I would say. Good. Yeah, we're good at cocktails at BAFTA. Yeah.
Have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for talking to us, Jane. Look, it's a very exciting day, particularly for British film. We're going to be waiting here throughout the next couple of hours to see who we get coming through, to see which of the stars we can grab for you. But come back to us. We will make sure that we have quite a few famous faces here on the red carpet with us.
Katie, thank you. Yes, as Katie says, we will take you back to that red carpet as and when we see any stars.
All right, bear with me a second. I'm just pretending it's nice. Well, look, Zone of Interest is one of the big films that everyone's talking about tonight. It is such an interesting film if you haven't seen it. It deals with a family living close to a concentration camp during the Second World War. And one of the things that it stands out for is its sound. And I'm joined now by Johnny Burns.
Hello, hello.
Look, how integral, I guess, to the director's vision was sound to this film? Because we don't see the horrors, but we hear them.
We absolutely do. It's extraordinary. We knew at the beginning that we didn't want to show the horrors, but we didn't know quite where we were going to end up with what is quite a comprehensive alternative narrative that happens continuously throughout the film in sound. So I would say we were surprised by where we ended up, but it really works. Yeah.
I mean, for you, is that part of the satisfying thing that you're here, you're nominated for a BAFTA, as is the film, that it is something that was very different to what we're used to seeing in cinema?
I mean, it really is great narrative storytelling. I mean, I think in making it, you sort of just, there's a small team of people and you work together for a year and a half, and I wasn't really aware that sound was doing such a, enormous load carrying, and so, you're just making something that you all enjoy how it works. And so this reaction to me is surprising because, the films, I'm just so glad so many people are going to see the film, basically.
I mean, how did you even go about recreating some of those sounds as well? What was the research?
It was a lot of research, and it was reading witness testimony and understanding what happened at Auschwitz in 1943 and understanding what the motorbikes and the guns sounded like, but reading from the Auschwitz Memorial Museum archive and reading events of torture and murder that I could imagine would have a sound attributed to them, and then going and reenacting that as best as possible using sometimes actors, but more so trying to find real sound in the real world that sounds similar and repurposing that, because that's more credible than having an actor pretend to be like, so. Yeah.
I mean, it's also just an incredibly clever way of thinking of good and evil, isn't it, as well? There's no obvious baddie. It just is doing the heavy work by making you think about these things.
Exactly. And the film draws pictures in your head based upon the kind of collective knowledge we all have of that time period. And Jonathan Glazer pushes you to work that hard. Yeah. He's a genius.
Are you looking forward to partying tonight? Are you going to be?
Goodness, yes. Yeah, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for talking to us. Very nice to meet you both. You are watching the Sky News live stream here on the red carpet outside of Royal Festival Hall. I'm just going to very quickly bring in my producer, Jason Mansory, because we'll just set out what's happening here on the red carpet. Look, it is a very big year in terms of the films that are nominated. Bear with us in just a second. We will. This is the thing about watching the live stream. You will get a rather rough and ready version of what's happening here on the red carpet. Jason, look, Oppenheimer is mad. Oppenheimer is the story of the year, really, isn't it? 13 nominations. This is the one that we are all expecting to really be the one that walks away with most of the awards. Christopher Nolan has never won a BAFTA before, has never won an Oscar, which in itself seems incredible. So we're hoping to see the stars here a little later today, but it's the one that everyone's talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, obviously Christopher Nolan getting his first would be amazing, and it's also quite surprising that he hasn't so far. But what I thought was really fascinating was the numbers for Saltburn, so 5 nominations, versus All of Us Strangers, which has 6. And I thought that was really interesting in the fact that you've got this sort of slightly more indie film, All of Us Strangers, that's done so incredibly well that it's beat something that's had such a big following in America as well, like Saltburn, which of course has got like Jacob Elordi in it and Barry Keoghan, and obviously directed by Emerald Fennell. So I thought that was quite interesting to see. But I really do hope it's Nolan's night tonight, and deservedly so, for sure. Though, Katie...
How many times did I have to Google the fact of whether or not he has actually got a BAFTA or an Oscar or not? I just find it incredible that someone of that calibre...
What do you think about the length, Katie, of the film?
We're not going to that. I don't have the best attention span. In a minute, we are hoping to catch Molly Manning-Walker. Hello!
My God, there are better clothes than this side of the line. This is amazing.
I hope you caught that on camera. That's good. I'll let you
We're trying our best. Look, you are someone that can talk to us then obviously about BAFTA and how you feel about all of these nominations this year then, because it is, in terms of diversity, it does feel a bit like you've made such efforts in the last few years, haven't you, to make sure that the long lists are including people from all backgrounds and what have you. Are you pleased with?
BAFTA cares hugely about this, and as you know, we've done a lot of work We've made sure that we have really, really robust processes in place that has resulted in, I think a much, much more varied set of long lists, etc. And we've also diversified our membership. We have a really, really diverse and representative membership now. And I think all of that is part of the journey. The industry is on a journey, and BAFTA is part of that. And there is still, places to go with that. So, but overall, what's most important is the extraordinary range of filmmaking on display. I mean, there is such breadth and variety in the stories that are there and being kind of, highlighted this evening.
A question we often get asked is for the British film category, how do you narrow down the shortlist for that? Because people might assume, say, sort of Wonka has probably got a lot of US money behind it.
I think, honestly, that is a question you would need to ask Anna, as I'm not going to tread on her territory as chair of the film committee. But what I can assure you is those processes are absolutely robust, and the same criteria, is given to each of the films that is being considered. So,
look, we're seeing a few of the stars filter through now. For you, what have been the films that deserve to be recognised? You're not going to tell us who you voted
every single one of them. No, really, I think for me, what is stand out is that variety. It's the fact that you have those fantastic films like Barbie and Oppenheimer, and then you also have the little gems, the Rye Lanes, the How to Have Sex, Scrapper, and that those films we can help to highlight as well and get audiences going to the cinema. That's what we're here to do.
It's been a brilliant year in terms of the nominations.
Really
Thank you so much for talking
guys.
to us.
Thank you.
Anna Gill, who I believe is the Chief Executive of BAFTA there. Look, we're hoping, I don't know whether you can flip the camera around there, you will see tonight's host, David Tennant, down there, who we're hoping to talk to. Also, Molly Manning-Walker. In just a second. Molly, can I grab you quickly? Thank you so much for talking to us. Firstly, I mean, how does it feel to be nominated today?
It's a crazy day, yeah. It feels like the day's come. Mia keeps saying, it's Christmas.
I mean, I'm right in thinking it was your debut feature film as well. I mean, for that, is that just sort of blows your mind? Or
Yeah, crazy ride. Yeah, we never expected that we would be here today. It's just so amazing to be surrounded by such amazing filmmakers.
When you were putting together the ideas then for what you wanted to do with How to Have Sex, back in those days, what was the goal? Was it to get an award, or was it just more you wanted to make something that resonated?
Yeah, just resonate with audiences and tell like a story that people that meant something to people. And yeah, not only have we done that, but we're here today, and that feels really special.
So can you give us a hint as to what the second feature is going to be all about, or are you not even kind of going?
Not even thinking about it, just trying to focus on today, yeah.
Are you enjoying this sort of wild, starry world that you're now caught up in, or is it just too surreal?
Yeah, I am, it'll be nice to go back to wearing tracksuit bottoms, but yeah, for now I'm enjoying it, for sure.
Well, you scrub up very well. Thank you so much. Best of luck
Nice
tonight.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Shall we just flip around? Oh, it's David Tennant running away from us. See, that will be particularly upsetting for us here on the live stream if David Tennant, the host of tonight, leaves us. One of the things that he has said as well is that he isn't going to do any sort of Ricky Gervais style Golden Globe roast. He just wants to say nice things about the brilliant films that are being nominated tonight. So it's going to be more of a sort of, I suspect, a bit of a love-in and a bit of a just celebration rather than anything that's too near the knuckle and teasing, really, if you like. Shall we send you back across to the fashion camera just quickly then, and we will come back to you again when we have someone to talk to here on the red carpet. Almost when the BAFTA nominations came out, it did take a lot of people by surprise, but now so many people are familiar with Zone of Interest. It has rightly earned all of those nominations. Is it 9, I think, that you're up for tonight?
It's amazing, yeah.
When you were making the film, was it obvious that what you were doing was something sort of very different to how we've tried to portray the war before?
To be honest, we never make music art. Let me say art and films for awards, but yes, we felt it's a special and unique way of making this, and it could be a special film and an important film, but this success, this recognition is really surprising and overwhelming. Yeah.
I mean, so much of it hinges, there's no obvious horror that's shown, it's all to do with sound that you hear. I mean, when you were making that, was it obvious sort of how important the sound was as well, I guess? Or what was Jonathan's advice to you on that?
It was, the first meeting was here in London with Jonathan in a pub. It was a great meeting, and immediately we had a connection, and we talked about the subject matter. And he said he wants to make a modern movie, a movie about us in our times. And yes, we had a lot of conversations about that and the political things in the world. Now we have a war in Europe again. We have a complex conflict in Israel, in Gaza, and all these things happened, and the timing could not be better.
I mean, while it's on about a specific event, it does feel very strangely timely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask you about Sandra Hüller as well? Nominated twice tonight as well for 2 different films. I mean, Greedy. But what is it about her that is it makes her an extraordinary talent?
She starts with the first role. I remember her. I had the feeling this is a special, exceptional actress, and I think now the recognition to her work in Anatomy of a Fall and also in the Zone of Interest is exceptional. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm really thrilled because I'm not only a colleague, I'm a friend of Sandra, and I was screaming after the BAFTA nominations. I was screaming after the Oscar nomination. It's incredible. I think she is so, sometimes she seems so fearless in a way, and she's so curious, she's so brave, she's so clever. And I think maybe this is, and she's not a typical actress in a way, not a typical star. And I think this is maybe the thing that people recognize now. She's so talented, she's so different in the zone of interest and Anatomy of a Fall. And this is, it's a gift to have two important films at the same time.
Well, I have to say, one of the frustrating things is not everyone can get nominated for these awards, but you two are absolutely exceptional in this film as well.
Thank you so much.
I mean, are you walking away from having made this feeling very proud of?
I'm really proud to be a part of this film. I'm really grateful to be a part of Jonathan's vision, and this film or this experience changed me not as only as an artist, as an human being too, and this is really, really great. And yes, I never expected any nominations for myself because it's not a typical award role. It's very silent, very sometimes invisible in a way. That was a challenge for me, and for me it's most important that the film and Jonathan's vision works, and we see with this success, it works, and this is really overwhelming and really great.
It's extraordinary. It's a really good film. Thank you so much for talking to us. Best of luck with the movie tonight.
Great evening.
Thank you. You too. Zone of Interest, it is an extraordinary film if you get a chance to see it, out in cinemas at the moment. Look, we will just have a look around and see who else we can bring you here on the live stream at Sky News of the red carpet here at the BAFTAs. Take a look at the fashion cam and come back to us in a minute.
Stop row, please. Here, top row. We got. Thank you. Left, please. Here, top row.
By the director who was making this. Her name is completely...
Molly Manning Walker, yeah, she's a hero, absolute genius.
But clearly her vision must be, I mean, she is an up-and-coming talent to watch then, isn't she? Because that film really did resonate with so many people.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she is kind of just this visionary, and it's so exciting to have people like her in the industry that really want to change things, you know? So I, for one, am very excited to see what she does next.
For those that won't have had time to see How to Have Sex, I mean, this is the beauty of the BAFTAs. It gets people talking about films they might not have seen. It raised a lot of issues around things like consent, didn't it? So to set out exactly what the film is about.
Yeah, so basically we kind of follow 3 girls on their first girls' holiday, and then the film kind of explores, without giving too many spoilers, film explores the pressures you kind of get from all over to lose your virginity at a young age, and then explores consent, and we kind of go on this journey with my character Tara of figuring that all out. So it's a really important one to watch for sure.
I mean, what a great character what a great role to have got as well. Talk us through the weird, wild ride that is being a part of this sort of BAFTA journey as well. Did you go to the party last night?
Yeah, every party. It's amazing, and it's just so special to be getting to do it with Molly as well, who wrote and directed the film. We had such a magical time making it, so getting to kind of just continue that on is a dream come true.
I want to know if you had champagne with Robert Downey Jr. or what's the most surreal thing?
Not yet, but I did meet Margot Robbie the other day.
And she is fabulous as
yes, absolutely amazing. Everything you could hope to be, so yeah. Showed her a picture of my dress and she was like, "You look like a princess." I was like, "We've done it. Sorted."
That's all we want. It's a fabulous dress, and you're brilliant in this film. Thank you so much for talking to us. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Yes, here on the BAFTA red carpet, it is filling up. I'm just trying to see whether or not there's anyone else that's exciting coming our way. We've seen David Tennant, who is the host tonight. He's already gone inside, probably warming up, getting ready for the ceremony. But do come back to us later in the hour, and we will try and bring you a few more famous faces when they come to us here on the red carpet.
Okay.
Eyes to your left. Eyes left, please. To your left, and eyes left, please. Eyes left up row, please. Just looking to your left, please. Thank you. And eyes left, please. All left, please. And just guys to your left-hand side, please. Is that the top? Thank you. Both of you on the left. Thank
Chicken Run statue? Yes. Oh, they're coming to us in 45 seconds. Who's speaking?
We've got director Sam Fell.
Sam Fell. Sam, we did a Zoom with you the other day, actually. Or not, Bethany did, but yeah.
No, you did, yeah.
So in about 30 seconds, we're going to be going live. I know, beautiful hand models.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay them a lot of money? To us, and they're so cute. Are they actually plasticine? Am I allowed to touch them?
Well, the faces are plasticine, yeah.
Wow.
That's all clay and that's animated.
Oh, sorry. Look, we've got some VIP chickens now that have turned up for you here. You get it all here at Sky News. Sam Fell, of course, the director of the sequel to Chicken Run, Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget.
Dawn of the Nugget.
Dawn of the Nugget. Look, it was quite a while before we got the sequel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How many years? 20 odd?
I think it's nearly a quarter of a century, yeah. But you can't rush a good thing, you know, like, so we're quality, not quantity. That's what we're all about.
Well, it just got an absolutely extraordinary reaction as well, didn't it? It came out on Netflix, and so many people, I think it made Christmas for a lot of us, because it's just a brilliant one for the family.
Yeah.
What did you want to, I mean, all these years later, coming back with a reboot, what did you want to do?
Well, I make sure that everybody that loved the first one loved this one too, and then also bring in a new audience with some new characters like Molly, you know, for a newer generation, you know, so for everybody. Like you say, it's a family movie.
I mean, talk us through these models as well. These days we live in a world of sort of CGI and visual effects.
Yeah.
Do you guys still do the plasticine?
Yeah. No, they're little mechanical puppets, just like they were 100 years ago, really, and you just move them. They move in tiny ways. They're beautifully constructed. Their faces are made of clay. And then you can take their heads away and sculpt their faces, and it's very traditional kind of animation.
I mean, that hasn't changed about Aardman, has it? It's important for you.
No, we've been doing this with great enthusiasm for 50 years, I guess, you know, and we love doing it, and luckily people still love seeing it. You know, the world loves it as well, which is great.
I was reading the other day as well about Aardman. It's the whole of the staff now own the company, you? I mean, what a beautiful thing to have done.
It's a real partnership, and I think this movie is the first movie that's been released in that way, with that arrangement, and the crew really put their whole hearts and souls into it, because this film is who they are. You know, it's like it represents the whole community down there.
And Sam, we spoke to you a while back, and you said that you have been put off eating chicken from now on. There's no nuggets now on the menu, but that didn't apply to the staff canteen, did it?
No, they've served chicken every Wednesday. And the crew just happily ate chicken the whole way through. I tried to persuade them to think again, but unfortunately, chicken is kind of delicious, I'm afraid, as Ginger says in the movie.
In front of them,
Ginger
Sam.
says in the movie, why are we so delicious?
Well, best of luck. You're, of course, nominated for Best Animation, and it's such a brilliant British institution, Aardman. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
nice to meet you. Fingers crossed. The guys from Aardman and Chicken Run there, and we will keep an eye out. If there's anyone else that comes along that you would like to, that would be worth putting on, we will bring them to you. Any of the famous faces here on the red carpet.
Top row on the left. Together. Thank you.
We'd love to go live in a minute and a half with Samantha, if that's all right.
Top left, please. Top left. Here, top row.
Hello, come,
and I top row, please. Top row, please. Eyes on the top row. Look at the top row, please. Straight ahead. Here to the top row. Top row, please. Straight ahead. And I to the top row, please.
Look, there is no highest honour than the BAFTA Fellowship, and I'm joined now by Woman of the Hour, writer, actor, director Samantha Morton. Thank you so much for talking to us. Look, to receive the fellowship, what does this mean to you?
Well, it's an extraordinary honour. I'm overwhelmed and very, very, very happy. Happy bunny, you'd say. Yeah,
bouncing along the red carpet.
Yeah, really, really happy. But it's also it's a responsibility. As we know, BAFTA is an amazing awards ceremony this evening, but BAFTA is an arts charity. So for me, what's really good is to be able to use the things that I've learnt and give back and share. And so by being part of the fellowship, hopefully that will enable me to do that.
It would be nice to get to a stage where we don't have to talk about the fact that you are a female director and that you're from a working class background, but what you have achieved is so, but it is sort of extraordinary in a very male world and a very sort of posh world as well. You've done great things, and it's important to have more people like you.
But I think BAFTA recognises talent. We do, and I think that we're a fair country, and we're getting better in regards to equality, but we're not there yet with pay parity or enough female filmmakers or being able to even make your second film. I won a BAFTA for my first film as a director, and the actors won BAFTAs. It was all very celebratory. But it took me 10 years to get the money for that film, and I'm still trying to find finance for my second feature. 10 years. So we're not there yet. We need more investment in British talent in the UK from UK money. The government needs to help us. The BBC, Film 4, the BFI, they're not funded properly. We need more investment. It's $1 billion industry.
Can I ask you as well, we did a story actually towards the end of last week about the situation for sort of ordinary workers within the film industry as well, who are really struggling because there seems to be a bit of a commissioning slowdown at the moment. Do you worry about the state of the industry?
I do, because we in some ways we're a service industry in the UK. We have the talent, we've got the crews, the cast, the studios, but we need we need changes in government to have more investment. Grassroots.
It makes billions of pounds.
Exactly, we're very clever, all of us. Yeah. But we need that to change. But also we had the strike, remember, so that set a lot of things back. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there was too many things being made.
Yeah. Streamers.
Yeah, maybe there was just too much and then it was
time to adjust.
I don't know.
It's a hard time though, isn't it, at the moment for everyone financially.
Very.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to me.
It's so great to have you receiving the fellowship. Really nice to meet you. Thank you, Samantha. Have a great evening. Thank you. Well, do to come back to us later in the hour. We will try to bring you all of the stars as they come to us here on the red carpet at Royal Festival Hall.
Katie Spencer, live at the BAFTAs.
Saltburn, what a moment. Were you informed ahead of time of what would be happening in the film, and what did you make?
I didn't know the whole film. I just knew Emerald Fennell had written and directed it, so I was like, safe hands. And then I knew that it was going to be all of the song and none of the clothes, and that was about it, actually.
And you said yes.
I did. I was like, naked dancing, count me in.
Bit of me.
Exactly. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, I absolutely love this. It's very much my kind of film. I think it's dark and clever and funny and twisted, and I'm very glad that my song gets to be a part of it at all, actually.
I mean, that is the beauty of Saltburn as well. It is a brilliant sort of encapsulation of that time as well, isn't it? And Murder on the Dance Floor is the very end song. What a climax to the film.
The sort of evil triumph dance, yeah. I think as well, like, music's so clever, isn't it? There's nothing else like music that can transport you through time. So the way Emerald's chosen songs to really tap into that nostalgia is brilliant.
I mean, has it changed the way that you perform it at all? Have you met Barry and spoken about whether there's any moves?
I did meet Barry, I met the cast. But I think actually everything that happens with music when you release it into the world evolves it. You know, every time you do gigs, it evolves it. So yeah, this is now forever part of Murder on Dance Floor story.
Can I ask you about TikTok as well? Because so many of your songs now have just sort of shot up the charts again, I guess, because of people sampling them. I mean, particularly the Saltburn song as well on TikTok. Is that sort of strange that songs go away and come back? And
I don't know about strange. I think it's more like quite magical, really. And you know, the good news from my point of view is I'm still on really good terms with all my songs. I love singing them. So for me, this is like an old friend taking me out for another spin. I'm actually loving it. I've always sung Murder on Dance Floor really happily for over 2 decades now. So watching it do its thing and seeing new people interact. I mean, TikTok wasn't around when it came out first around. So it's, I think, a real privilege to see how people are interacting with my music. It's lovely. So long may it continue.
Bear with me a minute because we are, they're just crossing back to us live on the red carpet. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, it doesn't get much better than Sophie Ellis-Bextor, does it? Look, I won't make you repeat all of the conversation that we've just had.
You know, I'm so good at repeating myself. It's like one of my powers.
Well, for those who... well, it's great. For those who saw Saltburn, your song comes up in the very end scene. It is quite a scene to behold. There's very little clothes involved in Barry Keoghan's performance. What did you make of it?
Well, it reminded me that when I first released Murder, I saw its little evil hedonistic heart. And when I did the music video for Murder all the way back in 2001, I'm a girl in a dance competition who resorts to evil means to win, which I do win. So I think it's always had a little bit of a little evil triumph there to be tapped into.
Do we know, Barry Keoghan is up for Best Actor as well. Do we know if he's going to remain fully closed throughout your performance tonight? Have you had a conversation about this? Or?
Well, it remains to be seen. I'll be seeing it quite near the top of the show.
Right.
So, and he's in the front row. So if the clothes start coming off, I'll give you a little wink and then you'll know what's going on.
I love it. It's a great song. Thank you for talking to us, Sophie. Have a good evening. Thanks. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Saltburn, we should say, of course, is nominated, I think, for about, for about 4 awards, I believe. One of them being Barry Keoghan up for Best Actor. The difference is, though, really, you will find, compared to the Oscars has no nomination for Saltburn as well. But over here, British voters have absolutely loved it. So 5 nominations, including for Rosamund Pike for Best Supporting Actress, Jacob Elordi, who's not only nominated for the Rising Star Award, but also for Best Supporting Actor, and also Barry Keoghan. So it's going to be very interesting to see how many awards Saltburn takes away, but also what a moment here, Murder on the Dance Floor by Sophie Ellis-Bextor playing out. Whether or not Barry remains fully closed remains to be seen. Come back to us later and we'll try and bring you a few more of the stars. In just a second, we might be able to bring you Dominic Sessa, who is nominated tonight, who is brilliant in The Holdovers. You might know from Paul Giamatti, plays this slightly bitter teacher who is stuck looking after the kids during a school holiday. He plays one of the children whose parent doesn't want him home from this private school. It's a brilliant performance. It's actually a really brilliant sort of period piece as well, set in the 70s, and we're hoping later today that we'll speak to Paul Giamatti as well, but hopefully in the meantime we will be able to grab Dominic Sessa as well for you. Should we just have a little look down the red carpet, see whether or not we can see any other famous faces while we are waiting for Dominic? Who have we got down there? You know what, this is an event that reminds you that you need to get your eyes tested. Let me just grab Dominic with it. Dominic, we are live on Sky News. Thank you so much for talking to us. Look, I absolutely love The Holdovers. What a film, as I fall over my water bottle. For you, it was one of your debuts, am I right in thinking as well? So,
it was, my first movie ever. I did high school plays before this, but This was the beginning in some sense, yeah.
I mean, what a film to get you the taste for working in Hollywood as well.
Yeah, amazing. Like, I think I could not have asked for a better group of people to work with. I haven't worked with other directors, but I still want to say, I can't think of any other director other than Alexander that would have taken the time and care to, take someone like me and prepare me for this. I mean, I wasn't ready when I auditioned, but he took the time to get me ready.
One of the brilliant things as well is that this is such a beautiful sort of time period that is captured as well. I was talking to Paul Giamatti and he said he turned up on set and all the boys had the right hairstyles and all the snowing. And
Totally. I mean,
it just feel like it was happening.
Yeah, it was just all the little details about it. I mean, even like if I had like a pimple or something and one of the makeup people tried it, this guy would be like, no, we want to see your pimples. And
you want to see your what?
Pimples.
Oh, yeah. So, no, I'm so happy with how the film has gone.
It was all very genuine, very real.
Take care of them off camera, will you?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Best of luck tonight. Enjoy your evening. It's such a fantastic film. Very nice to meet you.
And Mark Johnson as well.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Look, it is absolutely packed here on the red carpet. We can't quite tell you who's coming yet because it's such a sort of mix of who's turning up here on the stars, but here on the red carpet. But we will be endeavouring to bring you all of what's going on here on the red carpet with all of the famous faces throughout the next couple of hours. Stay tuned.
To the top left, please.
Oh, no! No!
Okay, eyes to the... Can you take a step back? That's right, and eyes to the top row, please. And eyes to the top row, please. And straight ahead, please, sir. Thank you. Top row here. Please here, top row. Eyes to the top right, please. Here, please. No, go back.
We're going to start on this, Richard, then come down.
Can you please keep them backwards?
It is insanely busy here, so many stars that you can't move. Actually, Robert Downey Jr., who's of course in Oppenheimer, has just gone past us, clearly not doing any interviews, but one of the key stars to look out for a little later tonight. One of the hot favourites really to win Best Supporting, we suspect. Look, shall we, before I talk to the lovely guests I've got here, look further down the line, we've got Andrew Scott from All of Us Strangers, and then in front of him, who we might be able to grab just shortly, Sandra Hüller, who's nominated twice for Best Supporting and Best Actress for Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall. But look, I'm lucky enough to be joined by a man with such a fetching jumpsuit, Daniel Pemberton, who is the composer of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Long tongue
Okay.
twister of a title.
Look, what a project to be a part of then. Firstly, I mean, look, this is a brilliant jumpsuit.
Oh, thanks so much.
Where did we get this?
This was made by someone called Emma Veary, and she's someone I've known for a very long time. When she was a student at Central St. Martin's, and she used to make me these crazy like outfits to DJ in when I was like 20. And then I just phoned her up and I was like, we're still good friends. I was like, you wouldn't make me a jumpsuit for, like, we've been doing these Spider-Verse live shows, so I wanted to make this thing for Spider-Verse Live. And so she made me this beautiful, it's all hand painted. It's really spectacular. Like, every single thing is handmade. And for me, it's sort of like a tribute to the artists, the thousands of artists who work on Spider-Verse, because everything on here was made by hand. And it's a really fun outfit. Only chance I get to wear it.
It is an absolute stunner, and I must take her number off you and find out where to get one as well. Look, Spider-Verse though, to put the music for that, what were your inspirations? What was the direction that you were given?
Well, Spider-Verse really was, the thing that's cool about being here in London is like it was really influenced, by my growing up in London. I used to go to like nightclubs in like Old Street, a place called the Blue Note. It's the first time I really heard hip-hop DJs scratching, and that really stuck with me all my life, this amazing artistry of people using turntables as instruments. I was like, one day I want to use that on a film score. It stayed in my head. Going to raves in Brixton when I was like 15, electronic music like blowing my brains, and all those kind of impacts, like I've grown up with this kind of culture, and like Spider-Verse is the first film I've really managed to like mine everything that I've absorbed and put it all in one score.
All the more satisfying then to be nominated for a BAFTA for this as well. Does it feel like...
Yeah, it's great because it's like Spider-Man in some ways is a very iconic American character, but I love the fact that we recorded the score here, I wrote the score mainly here, and so it's nice, I think London has a special home for Spider-Verse.
Thank you so much for talking to us,
Okay,
Daniel.
thank
We'll
you.
just try and grab Sandra just very quickly. Sandra, 2 nominations tonight then, nominated for Best Supporting and Best Actress. How did you feel when you found out that you were sort of double nomination then?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought it must be a mistake. It's really incredible. I'm still overwhelmed by it.
I mean, it's the sort of brilliance of award season that actually people sort of say, what's the point of having these ceremonies? But it does really make people aware of films that they perhaps might not have thought of. And I think particularly with the 2 films that you're nominated for, it's really driven the audience towards them. Can I start with Zone of Interest though firstly? I mean, the horrors of the what goes on within a concentration camp aren't shown, but you hear the noises, don't you? For you, what was so important about what you wanted to achieve with that?
I think what we all wanted is to make people feel the horror and not to show it, to remind people of what happened there, and that it can easily happen again if we're not careful. I think, as Jonathan says, this film is a warning. So I think that's what we try to do.
Anatomy of a Fall as well, entirely different premise, entirely different character as well. For those that have seen it, did you come to any conclusions about whether or not your character was guilty at the end of it?
No, I haven't. I think Justine will reveal it in 10 years. That's what she promised.
Ah, fabulous. Brilliant. Thank you so much, and congratulations on the 2 nominations. Thank you. And just behind, we have Andrew Scott, which I suspect he may be trying to get away, so we will see whether or not we can bring an interview with him in just a minute. I'm trying to look further down the red carpet to see whether or not there's anyone else that might be coming up on our radar in just a bit. We are expecting, of course, the likes of Christopher Nolan to be here with his 13 nominations for Oppenheimer. Cillian Murphy, who, of course, played the father of the atomic bomb, he has already walked into Royal Festival Hall, we are told. But I would just see whether I can very quickly grab Andrew Scott. Andrew, we're live on Sky News. Could we just grab you just for one question very quickly? Sorry. The joys of live TV. I'm so sorry. We're grabbing you just live on TV, just very quickly. Andrew, All of Us Strangers, it is a fantastic, fantastic film. For you, what do you make of the reception that it's received? Paul Mescal in the running as well.
Yes, Claire, Best British Film. Andrew, our director, absolutely thrilled. Couldn't be more thrilled.
Paul is up for Best Supporting as well. Was he a support to you?
He was. Couldn't have been more supportive. Couldn't have been more supportive, and we're presenting this evening, so we'll be supporting each other backstage too.
What do you make of events like this? Does it become quite surreal when you see sort of Christopher
surreal.
Nolan having a cup of tea in the corner?
Absolutely, he's having a cup of tea, is he? Good for him.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's always surreal. You can't get used to things like this, or else you're going to turn into a psychopath. But it's fun, it's exciting, and it's scary.
Congratulations on the wonderful film. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Look, you get this here on the red carpet at the BAFTAs. Just anyone who's here today. But come back to us a little later in the hour. We will try to bring you more from the stars here at Royal Festival Hall.
Ladies, stop row, please. Stop row here. Stop row. Samantha! Top row, ladies, top row. On your left, on your left. Top row on your left. Top row on your left, please. Here, top row. Top row here on your left. To your left. Left, top row. Thank you. Right to the top row, please. Thank you. Top row, please. Top row here. Here, top row. Thank you. Cillian, top row, please. Top row here, Cillian. Cillian, thank you. Cillian, top row. Top row, Cillian, please. Top row on your left. Cillian, to your left. Andrew. Top row, please. Top row on the left. Andrew, top row, please, here. Andrew. Andrew on your left. Andrew on your left, please. Andrew. On your left, Andrew, please. Andrew, to the left. Top row, please, top row. Thank you. Top row here. Madam, sorry.
in Saltburn. Look, Saltburn was very brilliantly observed, wasn't it? Have you met any people like your character that you played in this, and Rosamund's character?
Oh, I certainly had. And the best compliment I had was an aristocrat that I know said that I'd never met this man's father, but he said, you were exactly like his father was. So I thought, well, I can't get a higher compliment than that.
It was.
But that's Emerald Fennell's writing and direction.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, as well, it's such a strange thing that it feels like it's been totally ignored by the Oscars, hasn't it? But over here, we've just absolutely loved it. The BAFTAs have done the right thing and appreciated a film that has been genuinely popular. And
so what you're saying is that we're more broad-minded than Americans. Is that what you're saying?
Do you think it's because Barry Keoghan was naked a lot of the time? Has that put people off? The end scene, perhaps?
I can't say. I can't say. I don't know.
Is Barry going to keep his clothes on tonight during Murder on the Dance?
None of us will keep our clothes on. All of us in our. If you look at where our group is going to be tonight, we've pre-arranged a whole choreographic thing. I will be stark naked as well. So
exclusive to Sky News. Thank you so much. Have a brilliant evening. Thank you. Well, there you go. You have it here. They're all going to take their clothes off when Sophie Ellis-Bextor's on stage.
Top row, please, here. Here. Eyes to the top row, here. Eyes here. top, please. One top row, please. Eyes on the top row. Please, eyes on the top row on your left, please. Left eyes here. Michelle, top row, please. Top row here, Michelle. Michelle, here, top row. Here, thank you.
Michelle, to your left! Michelle!
I mean, is there an element, I guess, when you made this film as well, of sort of processing the horror that everyone was going through as well, to now have a film that's out there that's getting such a reaction from people? Was it important for you to people to understand what was happening?
At the moment when we were started making the film was important, it was very urgent, but now it's even more urgent because day before yesterday another city of Ukraine got occupied and bombed, and Mariupol actually, and this film became a symbol of all the Ukrainian cities that were destroyed by Russian bombs. It is more important than ever right now to speak publicly, to take it to as many people as possible and to keep talking about Ukraine because it's being forgotten.
I mean, is that a fear for you, I guess, as well, that while people are sort of looking at this as sort of something that happened in the past, it's still very real for those people who are out there that are fighting?
Exactly. 20 days is just a number. It's almost 2 years of the full-scale invasion and almost it's 10 years of full-scale invasion. So it's a symbol, but it's not only about those 20 days. And I hope it will, the attention to Ukraine will never fade away, and Mariupol will never be just a name on the headlines. It's a real city.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
Car park in Croydon. I'm making the film with very little money, so I think.
Rooting for today. I think so many people are so excited. They're like, come on, Vivian, you got to do it.
Guys, thank you.
I mean, how did it feel when you got that call to say you were nominated?
I was in Atlanta and I woke up, my phone was dinging off and my publicist was calling me, and I was like, definitely still dreaming, gonna go back to bed, let's try the day again. And then I woke up and it was still happening, so yeah, I was like, this is insane.
I mean, it is a brilliant performance that you give in Rye Lane, but there's so many brilliant performances this year as well. So I guess for you, were you just sort of like not even thinking that
I was
it was
like, you know, like in school when you get like a participation award, I'm like, I'm happy to be here because honestly it's an incredible category. Fantasia, Emma Stone, like Margot Robbie, Sandra Hüller in Anatomy of Fall was insane. Like, yeah, so just to be recognised amongst such incredible women is so special.
Do you not get imposter syndrome though, because you are thoroughly deserving of that nomination?
I won't. I'm like, guys, you do know this is the beginning of my career, but I'll take it if you're giving it. I'll take it.
For those that perhaps missed it when Rye Lane came out then, it's a wonderful rom-com set in South London as well. Did it feel a bit sort of different to films that were out there when you were making it?
For sure, like, I think Rain's directorial vision is so idiosyncratic, and you can feel that when you're on set, not just from like her creative choices, but also from the way the energy she cultivates on set. Everyone's so happy and loving, and so that felt different. I felt really warm, and I think when you pour love into something, it translates into the product, so yeah.
Brilliant. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for
Thank you.
talking to us. Good luck. Right.
Sophie! Sophie, back row! Back row, Sophie! Sophie, here! Here, Sophie! Sophie, top row, here! Sophie, top row, here! Sophie, top row here, thank you! Sophie, to your left! Sophie, look at your left. Again, both of you on top row,
Hiya. Look, it's a pleasure to speak to you both. What a fantastic film to be nominated for as well. Seven nominations, is it? Yeah, have you lost count?
Crazy, yeah. We are so super happy to be here and to be with all. I'm so a huge fan of All of Us Strangers, of a lot of movies aside, so yeah.
And when you were both writing this, I mean, I know it is a global world we live in now and people can sort of access different language films wherever they are, but were you expecting BAFTA attention?
Non.
J'ai pas compris ce qu'elle disait là.
Est-ce qu'on s'attendait à une attention comme ça, notamment des BAFTA quand on écrivait?
You want to...
No, we didn't expect any of this. It was we were just trying to write a good film and to make a very personal film. So we even thought that maybe it was not going to be seen that much because the film was a bit radical and was going to be long, and so no, it's very surprising.
Yeah.
I was talking to Sandra a little earlier as well, and she gave us a hint that perhaps in 10-15 years' time you might explain to us what the actual ending is. Is that a commitment?
I'm sorry, I cannot talk before. Yeah, I think, and I think the movie is, of course, it's really important if she did it or not, but I think the movie is showing that we have to live with doubts and so reality, and as a spectator, and you and me and all of us, we have to live with the how do you say so in English, ce fait de ne pas savoir.
With the uncertainty, the fact that you have to accept that you will not know.
So I think it's really interesting, and the movie is opening all the doors, I think. But yes, I will talk in 10 years.
Can I just ask quickly about the writing process for both of you as well? You're a couple. Is that dynamic okay? It was lockdown as well.
Yeah, it was interesting to be in the same dynamic day after day and week after week, because it was a long process of writing. It was tiring, but it was also a way to go very deep and very far, because we don't have any. We can share all we think, even if sometimes it was a bit harsh. We are very, very honest with each other, and so I guess it was the film benefited from that.
Honesty in lockdown, though.
And I think it was fast. It was very fast because it was like a ping pong game, all the time. It was not just, oh, it's so beautiful what you did. Oh, maybe we can write in another way. But no, it was very direct and okay, I don't like this. And sometimes it was not so easy for our ego, but it was
for the
very
film.
fast.
Yeah.
It's clearly brilliant for the film.
Thank
It's a
you.
wonderful film.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much.
Best of
Thank
luck
you.
tonight. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
I love it.
If there is an award for dresses,
I would get one.
You win. You win. This is the best dress.
Thank you.
Look, The Colour Purple. What an extraordinary performance you gave in this. For you, I mean, I guess you probably weren't even thinking of awards, were you? You just wanted to do it justice.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of awards because honestly, when they came back, I didn't know if I could do it again. And I keep saying I'm so glad I didn't run from my blessing. I knew that this movie was going to heal. Not only women, I knew it was going to heal women and men, black and white. Because so many people go through the same things that Cillian went through. And that's all I was thinking about was, if we can be a blessing to the world and bring something that's healing, I'm down, I'm in.
When the first film came out, it felt almost like there sort of wasn't an acknowledgement really of the sort of wider racism that society was experiencing. Now I feel like sort of we acknowledge the problems that are going on in society a bit more, don't we? Is the timing for you for this important?
I think the timing was very important on a whole lot of things that's going on in the world right now. The first one was a very, very good movie, and we could never come behind that. They laid down the ground. But we brought music to this one. We brought so much joy to this one. Dancing. I had to learn how to tap dance. Didn't think I was ever going to be able to do it, but I did. So I think the movie has so much joy. That's why I said it doesn't only touch women, it touches men. It doesn't only touch black. It's bigger than, it's a world thing. It's a world thing. And I know it because people are coming to me and they're telling me, hey, thank you for playing that role. Men, women, young, old. So God is good. You can't stop God's work.
Before you go, did it take its toll on you as well? I mean, playing this role.
Of course, of course. It was not easy, which is why I said I'm not sure if I can come back, but I'm glad I did. She's a friend of mine.
Wow, look, it's worthy to be up there with Best Actress tonight.
What?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy
I still can't believe it.
Believe it. It's happening. Fantasia Barrino, nominated, of course, for her wonderful performance in The Colour Purple. Right, do we have anyone that's about to approach? If you turn the camera this way, you might be able to spot the one and only David Beckham up on stage. I'm not entirely sure why David's here. Should we try and very quickly, though, see if I can grab Rag and Bone Man? Can we grab you just quickly, sir? Tell us why you're here tonight. A fan of BAFTAs? Do you usually tune in? Fan of films, no doubt.
Yes, I'm a fan of films.
What do you make of this year's crop? Oh, Oppenheimer, Saltburn?
I haven't seen either, so I'm not really.
But they've got a really
not
good
really
cast,
doing
haven't they?
They have
They've
got a really good cast.
Do award ceremonies like this become slightly sort of surreal, where you sort of turn one way and you're facing Robert Downey Jr. and the other
I'll be
way?
really, really honest. I avoid things like this, like the absolute plague, because it makes me incredibly awkward. So
When people ask about films and he's like,
I don't know. So
Yeah. Are you performing tonight?
I have already performed. There was like a warm up at the hotel, and everyone was just having a little drink and stuff. Play some new songs, which is really nice.
Well, this is great. You can just go and have a drink and enjoy yourself now.
Well, apparently not, because there's no drinks around here.
yeah, we've been looking, when you think like people are going to walk around with drinks and then you see someone, you're like, just have that one.
You need
thanks."
to get
So-
inside of the festival.
We should have
bar
just
and
bought
then,
some cans, like done it on this side.
I love it. Thank you so much.
That's all
Enjoy
right.
the evening. Rag and Bone Man there, clearly out to enjoy the celebrations. As hopefully we all might get a glass of champagne when we eventually get inside of Royal Festival Hall. It's not long now, have we? Got 4:30, I believe, the ceremony starts. Not officially on air, of course, until a little later on, but all of the stars will be making their way inside quite shortly, actually. But we'll try and bring you some more of them as and when they come to us.
this. 'Cause this is
Paul, how does it feel to be nominated today?
Amazing.
Paul?
Didn't even get it, sorry.
He might come down still.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good enough. Oh, hello.
Archie and Alison from Saltburn. I'm not presenting today. We're not doing but they are in the
Get ahead! Get ahead! Your left! Go to the left, please. Stand check. Back row, please. Stand check on your left. Top row. Your left. To your left. Top row, please. Here. Here. Thank you. Hey, to your left. Hey. Hey, to your left. Hey. Get here, please. Left. Here, top row, okay. Hey, time's left. Hang on, One of you eyes to the top, please. One of you to the top row here, please.
Thank you very much. Perfect. And eyes to the top row, to your left, to your left. Greta. That's it, and to your left. And to your left.
Jim, please stop row. Here, thank you. Here, top row.
James.
Here, top row.
James, top row.
Mr. Nolan, please stop row. Here, thank you.
Straight ahead, Christopher.
James, everybody, top row on the left, please. Mr. Nolan, top row, please.
Christopher, eyes to the top row, you good?
And Christopher, to your left, Christopher. To your left, please. To your left, please.
And Christopher, eyes to the top row.
Top row to the left, please. top row here. You here, please. Please. Top row you. Top row you, please.
You straight ahead, here in the middle.
Top row, please. Top row here.
Eyes to the top row.
Top row.
To your left.
Top row here to the left. Top row to the left, please. Straight ahead. Top row, please. Top row here. Thank you. Barry, please. Barry, please. Top row. Top row, Barry, please. Here. Thank you.
Barry. Hi, Barry. Can I get eyes to the very top row here? And left, please, Barry.
This was one of my favourite films of the
thank
year.
you.
It's
What's your
absolutely exquisite. Katie from
Katie,
Sky
nice
News.
to meet you too.
Theo, for you, I mean, was it obvious kind of when you're reading the script, the reaction that it would have on people watching that film? It's such a sort of contemplative film. It makes you think so much. Were you leafing through the script thinking, well, this is going to get people thinking?
Well, obviously, when you work on a script like this, you don't think of the outcome. You just hope that people understand the gist of the emotionality of the story and hope that people are moved the way I was when I first read the script. I mean, I had a good cry after my first read-through and was just hoping that I could be part of it. And yeah, I'm just so blessed that Cillian, saw me in my audition and saw something that I could contribute to her story. So it's a privilege to be part of it.
It's such a quiet film at the same time as well, isn't it? It really does give it the space to kind of make you think more about the themes that we're talking about. Am I right in thinking it was Cillian's debut as well as a director?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yes, but I mean, her being a first-time filmmaker, to me, never was an issue on set, because what you want to have in a director, no matter if it's a first-timer or a veteran, is the conviction and the what can I say, the confidence of knowing your vision. And then you can try a lot of different things, knowing that the vision of the director, with what you add to it, will be in safe hands. So that's what I loved about Cillian.
It's such a wonderful film. Good luck tonight.
Thank
Very
you
nice
so
to
much,
meet you.
Katie.
Thank you.
Hi, hello. Nice to meet you. To the top left, please. Straight to the top, please. To the top, please. little bit more. You are please here. You are please here. Top row, you are. You are. Top row, you are. This way, top row, please. Here. You are. Here, top row, thank you. Top row to the left. Here, thank you. And do it to your left. Eyes to the top row, please. Over your shoulder. Miss Spike, please, here. Top row, Miss Spike. Thank you. Rosamund, top row. Here, top row, please. Rosamund. Paul, please, Paul. Top row, Paul, please. Paul, get ahead. Rosamund. Paul, top row here. Paul, here, top row. That's it, thank you. Paul! Top row here, top row. Thank you. Phoebe, straight ahead. Phoebe, we see the front of the dress, Phoebe. This way. Paul, here on your left. Paul on your left. Paul, please on your left.
Over there.
I will.
Good.
It's going back in. It's all going down my throat.
A fabulous
I know.
dress.
I mean, it is. It just is. I'm so happy. I'm not taking it off ever because it's got a bit wrinkled. But what can we do?
At the Royal Festival Hall this afternoon. Talk us through it.
It absolutely is, and I'm joined by the woman of the hour, Emerald Fennell, filmmaker extraordinaire, who has one of the most fabulous outfits on. You've just sworn to me that you're never going to take it off.
I'm never taking it off. Well, it's good actually because I don't think I can take it off. So that's good. Yeah, it's good for me. Yeah.
Oh look, Saltburn was just a brilliant film and has been one of the most popular films of the year. And the fact that, look, who cares about the Oscars? Here, you're getting the recognition that you absolutely deserve because it was extraordinary.
Honestly, thank you so much. No, it's just been incredible. It's been incredible, and honestly, it's such an amazing year for film. If you're a film fan, which I am, just like, you know, just to be among these people, see all of these incredible people is so amazing. And you know, look, it's a very gothic movie, and we are a very gothic group, the British. So
Dark, aren't we? We like a bit of dark.
We like a dark comedy. We like a romance that's also a horror. We contain multitudes, and it's quite
And
worrying.
we can handle it when people take their clothes off as well, which Barry Keoghan very excellently does quite a few times in this film. It's earned him a BAFTA nomination as well.
Oh, I think he earned it with his just unbelievably deft performance in every way. You know, the thing about Barry is that he's just, look, I mean, he's one of the best actors, not only out there, but perhaps in the history of screen acting. There's nobody like him. There's never been anyone like him. He's extraordinary.
But you did manage to put together such a stellar cast as well. Rosamund Pike also nominated. Jacob Elordi, who is like the man of the hour. Are you very like, yes, I did this? There's a very moment of pride.
Oh gosh, no! I would never ever take any credit for they're
no, I
all
mean
exceptional.
more like bringing together a brilliant cast.
Gosh,
So
I
you can
mean
be
they
proud of
are.
that.
I'm so proud, and not just them. You know, Alison Oliver and Archie Madekwe. You know, these guys. It's Alison's first film. They are extraordinary. Paul Rees, who plays Duncan the butler, Carey Mulligan, who came in 5 minutes, Richard E. Grant, like you know, everyone, the people who came in for one scene were the best ever. It's just like wonderful. And you know, honestly, to see the bath bombs and the scented candles, like people don't do that, you know? So I'm very grateful.
I am reliably informed when Sophie Ellis-Bextor performs Murder on the Dance Floor from Richard E. Grant. He says you're all sitting in the front and you're all going to take your clothes off. Is this correct?
Yes. Look, if I could
you would
get out of whatever upholstery is keeping me inside this dress, I would do it. But sadly, I think I'm stuck.
I think it's worth staying with it. Thank you so much. It's such an extraordinary film and it's really good. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. Take care. Look, I don't think we've got anyone that is going to immediately be coming up, but if we just sort of squitch, I'm losing the ability to talk. If we scan over that way with the camera, pan, that's the word I'm looking for, and you can just about see Carey Mulligan and Bradley Cooper, of course, nominated for Maestro. Who else do we see? I think that might be it for now, but I suspect it might be a little too long for you to wait to hold on talking for me. But we will bring you a few more.
Straight ahead, sir. Your eyes on the top floor, on the top floor, please. Here, please.
At the end of the movie. So to be able to, and also the melody with which they spoke was like playing music. And then you have an artist like Carey. For me, it was just, we were talking about this on the way here. It just always was joyful. Every time I got excited to do a scene with her, it was just effortless.
And Carey, of course, we knew a huge amount of Leonard Bernstein, but the general public knew much less about Felicia. How difficult was it finding out what you needed to about her, talking to the family, and was there any particular nugget or something that really gave you an access point to really bring that character to life in the way that you felt was true?
Well, we had so much, really. You know, the family could not have been. I mean, they were so instrumental; it just wouldn't have been possible without them. They were just so amazing, you know, with their life. I mean, we shot in their house. We had access to all of their home videos and their photos, and we had these incredible recordings of both of them speaking and being interviewed. So I feel like we had a lot for someone that there wasn't as much documented online about. But no, I felt like they couldn't have been more generous.
Bradley, how is the conducting? Have you managed to keep it going? Could you conduct Murder on the Dance Floor?
Absolutely not. But I'd watch it. But it was incredible working with the London Symphony Orchestra. It was an experience of a lifetime when we did the Healing Cathedral Ballad too, and when we recorded the soundtrack with them as well.
Was it 6 years you spent learning to conduct?
Well, it was 6 years working on the character, and the key was trying to get the joy that Lenny brought to every hall that he conducted, and that was the key, because it was the point of the scene because the scene is when Felicia goes back and you understand why she misses it.
And finally, I was saying, what an outfit is kept in the musical theme. I said, would you, Kerry, to back me up here? Top half Sgt. Pepper's, bottom half Saturday Night Fever.
Oh,
Oh,
I like
wow,
it.
yeah.
Or like, you ready to sit down, sir? We're taking off.
Can you tell
This is
us
my hat.
Hi again.
Hello.
Hello again. How does it feel that both of you are nominated here tonight?
Feels amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, and so many of our crew. You
Yeah.
know, it's amazing. Yeah.
And
to
the
all be
best
together.
part about this stuff is you get to see people, as the other person mentioned.
Yeah.
And actually meet people that I didn't know. I never knew Coleman Domingo before this experience.
Yeah.
So that's one of the treats.
Okay. You're up with 3 shots at this, aren't you, today?
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, okay. All right. Have a
Thank
good
you
day.
both
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Naomi's.
Andy, yes, can I get eyes to the top row here? Amy, straight ahead, please.
Amy, top row, please. Top row, Amy.
And I.
Amy here, thank you.
Head to the left. And eyes to the top row, please. To your left. Guys, eyes this way, please.
Let's get closer together. Let's get closer
Remy, top row, please. Thank you. Eyes top row, please.
Remy to the top left, please. Come on, let's try, will you? What's he doing? Remy, okay, to the left.
Remy here, top row, please.
together.
the stars here on the red carpet at the BAFTAs. Tell us, firstly, look, we saw you actually talking to Bradley Cooper just then. If you were to pick one of your favourite films of the year, are we going for Maestro? Or?
There's so many great films. Maestro's amazing. Killer of the Flower Moon is amazing. This is a great year of movies and artistry that the creators have done, blood, sweat and tears. And I really appreciate just taking us on their journey into their fantasy and teaching us about people's history that we didn't know.
A lot of pushing boundaries as well, I guess. There's a lot more sort of sex in this year's films as well.
I feel like after COVID, that's what people are like, telling all more authentic stories. Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, and look, you're a new mother now as well. Is it important for you, I guess, for when you're thinking about sort of being your authentic self, to be honest and things like that?
I am my authentic self. I think that you all do know.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, what sort of your
I
life
want them
lessons?
to know things. I guess as a mother, I want them to know about things, and it's close to proximity of the truth as much as possible. Yes.
Tell us about this V&A exhibition that you've got coming up as well. It sounds absolutely
it will
fabulous.
Be my life in clothes, and from 16 years old up until pretty much March, end of March, and then it's the cutoff.
Have you been finding things that you
I kept
sort of forgot?
everything. I kept everything.
Great.
And so letters and pictures and just an intimate portrayal of things I've never shown before.
Wow, fabulous. And when is it beginning?
June 19th,
June
2024 at the Victoria Albert Museum.
Well, we expect to talk to you then as well. 'Cause
Thank
it
you
sounds
so
absolutely
much.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Naomi.
much.
Nice to
Thank
talk
you.
to
This is Nina from ITV.
Bradley! Hi, brother, top row, please, here. Thank you. Bradley, top row here. Bradley, here, please. Thank you. Bradley, on your left, please. Terry, here. Top row, please. Terry, please, top row here. Thank you. Bradley on your left.
Terry, to your left.
Bradley, you please, top row on your left. Please. Please, go to the left seat. Lovely, lovely.
Terry, to your left.
Terry, top row on your left. Far left, please, guys.
Emerald, eyes to the top row, please.
Emerald, straight ahead.
Ladies, eyes this way.
Top row here. Top row here, please. Thank you.
Emerald, eyes to the top row, please.
Emerald, to your left. Emerald. 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 To your left.
the top row here, please. And eyes this way, please. At the top. Yeah, one more, yeah.
Where?
And eyes to the top row here, please. And to the left again. To the left. Eyes in the middle. And eyes to the top here.
Stop row, please. Stop row. Thank you.
And eyes to the top here, please. Just eyes to the top here, if you could, eyes this way. That's it.
They're keeping them from going They're going to come down here then, or they're going to do it?
Thank you. Devine, come to your left. Come to your left. Oh, you I think she's still doing an interview. Yeah. Here, turn to your left while we wait and talk to
In about 20 seconds, they're going to do us live, if that's
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Just cross us. So don't swear or anything.
No, I won't.
You look absolutely stunning. What a beautiful outfit. What's the
Robert
plan?
Wine.
Lovely. It's beautiful.
it's British.
Lovely having a cloak. Oh, hang on, stand by. We'll have to look him up.
Yes, Robert W.U.N.
Have you nailed the Oscar dress yet?
Not yet, not yet.
Have been arriving thick and fast on the red carpet. Our arts and entertainment correspondent Katie Spencer is there for us, of course. Katie, you have seen and spoken to so many stars this afternoon. I think the ceremony is about to get underway, isn't it?
Look, it isn't over yet. I've managed to grab Divine Joy Randolph before she goes inside, nominated for Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers, of course. Look, the performance you give is such an exquisite portrayal of grief and just how someone can sort of hold it together in the wake of dealing with just such awful grief in their lives. For you, was it such a special character to take on?
Extremely was important. It was important for me to show, an average woman and to show all the nuances and the complexities of what it means to be a woman in the working class, a woman in a male-dominated world, all those aspects. And David himself did such an amazing job of making it so authentic and real. So I felt very grateful upon reading the script, and I knew it was something quite special.
Paul Giamatti as well. We were speaking to him earlier in the year as well, and he was saying that actually just even walking on set, everything felt so authentic, even down to the cast
Set design was above and beyond.
Haircuts of the sort of young teenage boys as well.
They did phenomenal
That
job.
must help to kind of get you
Yes,
into
it
the
does. It
character
aids
as
in
well.
your performance. It bolsters you. Absolutely.
And how does it feel to be nominated for a BAFTA?
I'm so excited. I feel so blessed to be here, to be around all these lovely people, to meet new people. It's quite special.
It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank
Best
you
of luck
so
tonight.
much.
Thank you so much for talking
Have a
to us. I'm hoping, if we can, just very quickly grab Rosamund Pike. Thank you so
Hello.
much for talking to us here at Sky News.
Hi.
Nominated, of course, for Best Supporting. What a role. Saltburn is it's one of the most popular films of the year, I have
That's
to
the big win,
say.
isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the real win.
Do you know people in your lives that are like this?
I think you can't grow up in England without meeting a few Elspeths. I mean, that's the wonderful thing. I mean, we do, she's not a caricature. She's not something that I've conjured out of nowhere. She exists. She's real in the world. These people who, dip a toe in reality and immediately kind of withdraw it very fast, and because it's much easier to live in this world where you don't really ever address anything too serious.
Beautifully observed as well by Emerald Fennell as well. What do you sort of make of her writing? She is one of the greatest British writers
Well, because she writes with specificity, and she writes about what she knows and knows that she can communicate, and then she gets everybody on board with that vision and says, no, the thing is, what you don't get is that this is a very grand house, but there are some bits that are going to be, it's not going to be Petit Fours, it's going to be Quality Street. And you think, well, why? Why is that? She says, it just is, and it's not going to be, they're not going to be sitting around playing bridge, they're going to be watching, Superbad. It's everything, so she's playing all the time with your expectations.
Was it, to be nominated for it, you've been in some stunning films, to be nominated for a BAFTA for this one, was it a character that you enjoyed sort of getting your talent?
So much, and it's just a character that's fun to talk about, and, the way people have related to her, and people have said, there are kind of memes of Elspeth all over the internet, and, it's very exciting, the way that... I think the only sad thing is that some people feel they've seen the film when they haven't, because they've seen so many clips of it on other people's TikToks and Instagram. So.
Now, I hate to break this to you, but Richard E. Grant told us that during the Sophie Ellis-Bextor performance of Murder on the Dance Floor, you're all going to take your clothes off. Is this confirmed?
We have been trying to restrain Richard for. We have a group WhatsApp group. We have been. He's gone a little bit wild recently on social media, and we have been trying to restrain the impulse, but he seems hell-bent. So I'll be sitting next, as his wife for the night. I will be doing my best. The BBC, we're pre-Watershed. I still hold those values very dear.
It's one of my favourite films of the year. Thank you so much. Best of luck tonight. Very nice to meet you. Look, I suspect now this might be some of the last that you hear from us. We are expecting Prince William to arrive soon. Oh, I believe you should have pictures on your screen. You're probably seeing Prince William before we are actually seeing Prince
Katie,
William.
we've just
but of course,
actually
that means now
spotted
that actually
Prince William walking the red carpet, waving to the crowds, Katie. So he has now just entered the building. Gosh, look at that rush of cameras after him.
Well, look, it doesn't get bigger than that. You've had all of the famous faces from Hollywood and over here in British cinema, and now you've got Prince William. So I think we've done quite a good job of summing up the BAFTAs over the last couple of hours, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we have, Katie. My goodness me, we were a bit worried at the beginning, weren't we? They were a little casually late, making sure their presence was felt. But who have we seen so far? Richard E. Grant, you just had Rosamund Pike, Fantasia as well. Talk our viewers through some of the favourite moments you've had this afternoon.
Well, do you know what? I am actually I can't exactly hear what you're going on, so I will have to try and guess what you're talking about. But actually, no, we've had some fantastic celebrities over the last couple of hours. Everyone, do you know what? The people that we haven't actually seen very much of has been Oppenheimer, which is the film that's nominated for the most awards tonight, 13. We did very briefly see Robert Downey Jr. walk past us, and Cillian Murphy. No sign, I believe, of Christopher Nolan, but I suspect now, actually, probably that's it, and everyone has to get back inside of Royal Festival Hall. I'm trying to see whether we've got anyone good behind me. If you look the camera, turn the camera this way, you might be able to see the one and only supermodel Naomi Campbell over there. Look, this is the calibre of guests you get here at the BAFTAs. All sorts turning up, including supermodels, including princes, as well as all of the stars from Hollywood and here in British cinema.
Katie, thank you. And we did actually, Katie, while Katie was interviewing.
Go ahead, please.
Can you stop row, please,
And guys, this way,
British film directors working today and has never won either of those. It does very much feel like this award season, this is Christopher Nolan's year. We'll find out later whether or not that translates into him actually walking away with Best Director and the big one, Best Film for Oppenheimer. So stay tuned a little later on and we'll have all of the latest for you.
Katie, go and have a cuppa. We're going to leave you alone for a bit now.
Eyes here, please. Top row.
Eyes to the top row, please. And eyes this way, to your left. Go ahead, please.
Naomi, top row, please, here. Naomi, here, please, thank you.
To your left. Top row, please.
Go here, please. And move yourself
Top left, please, Naomi. Naomi.